You are watching JJ's Lifted Horizons.
Has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul.
Same old face, but new content.
Status quo. If you stop believing we're meant to.
You're either going to cry, laugh, smile, or learn.
If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I. Baby,
That's because JJ's lifting the world.
whole world at our feet. We could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between.
One video at a time. I'm G Money, and I support this channel.
It's Sunday, so that means it's JJ's Lifted Horizons. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. We've got Chris from Shade Tree America. We've got TJ, Giggles FPV, Dan the Droning Veteran sitting backstage. We've also got Stormy Sky Real Productions on location with Scott. Thank you so much for coming in today. And we've got my dad, Dave Johnson, and my mom, Nancy Johnson. Thank you guys for coming in today. Usually I go through and I do my little spiel at the beginning of every show, but today we're going to do something a little bit different. So let's just cut the music. I want to talk to you guys, and I want to talk to you guys about something very important to me. And the reason that I want to talk to you guys about this is because this morning I woke up and first of all, if you're not part of the 1 Mile at a Time community over on Facebook, go over there, check it out. It's a private group, so you guys can join it. It's not really difficult to join. All you have to do is go in there, and if you're not already a member, there's some questions that you have to answer, and it's all just basically about being respectful and respecting people's privacy. Hi, Maui Howie. Thanks for coming in. But there was a message on there this morning that was really sad. And it was something that really touched me deeply because, as you all know, I've been going through my own journey. And it has not been easy from the beginning of this year up until now. And I still struggle from time to time. But that's why I started the group. That's why I wanted to have a group for people to reach out and to ask for help. And this morning we did have somebody come, and somebody did ask for help, and I felt horrible because I had to go to bed early last night. But the great thing about it is that I started this group and there were people that were there when they needed them last night. And I don't know if you're watching, and I'm not going to mention his name, but if you're watching, I hope that you're watching in the background and that you are still with us. Because, man, that was heavy. It really was. And the one thing that I want people to know is if you are struggling with anything out there, if there's anything, it doesn't matter if you're a veteran or not. There's a crisis line. You can text or call 988. You can text the word home to 741-741. You can reach out to any of the members of the 1 Mile at a Time group on Facebook if you just need to talk to somebody. But man, we're going through some tough times these days. And sometimes all we need to do is reach out and talk to somebody. Somebody that's going to listen, not somebody that's going to judge us, not someone that's going to have all the answers, just somebody that's going to sit there and listen. That's why I started the group. That's why 1 Mile at a Time, the book, is out there. That's why I'm going to be going down and giving an interview for the book. I don't deserve to have an interview, but I'm getting an interview done for the book on Tuesday. Spectrum One News in Milwaukee is covering it, so we're going to go out there and we're going to do our best and represent the community. because it's all of you that bought the book. It's all of you that have been supporting the book. And I thank each and every one of you for doing that. Yeah, TJ commercials. This isn't a commercial. It's not. This is just telling people, look, if you run into a situation where you feel like you have no place else to go, use that number, 988. It's there. There's trained, licensed professionals who will sit there and they will talk to you and they will listen to you. Text home if you don't want to talk to them. Text home to 741-741. They will be there to help you. And if you read the book and you bought the book, you know somebody in it that needs it, pass it on to somebody else. If you don't have the book and you want to buy it, it's on Amazon. It's $9.99 for a paperback. It's $5.99 for the download. I'm not asking you to buy it. I'm not. This isn't Jason pushing his book on all of you guys. But if you do buy the book, all the proceeds are going to charity. In fact, I looked at it today. We have raised $124.29. It's an estimated amount from Amazon for the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, and that's all thanks to you guys. But I just want you to know that you are loved, that you are cared for, and that people are here and they're waiting to hear from you if you need it. And I've already gotten an offer from Gary from Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. His phone is open to whoever, and I'm not going to put your phone number out there on blast. But you can email me, jason@jjdrones360.com, and I'll be more than happy to let you know how to get a hold of him. I'm getting some more pictures from Brian, and I may have to do that another time. But we'll see if I'm able to get some of these other pictures up here for Brian when he comes in. But I just wanted to get this out here for all of you, for anybody that's listening, whether you are listening now or listening during the replay. Go to facebook.com, go to the group 1 Mile at a Time, and put in your information. And if I'll look at it, and as long as you answer the questions right for the group, so that I know that you're not going to be a troll or anything like that, you are more than welcome to join the group. We've got some excellent moderators in there. I want to thank Becky, and I want to thank Gary from Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. You guys were there for that person when they messaged last night, and I really felt bad because I wasn't up, and I even left this morning about half an hour to an hour later than I should have, because I wanted to make sure that I was able to reach him in his time of need. And we should all be there for each other. That's what this whole community is all about. But just for the last time, I just want to put this out there. If you're having problems and you need to reach somebody, call or text 988. There's trained professionals waiting to hear from you. Or text home to 741-741, and you can have a text conversation if you're more comfortable doing it that way. But please, don't do anything that is going to affect your family, your loved ones, or your friends, because we're all here. We're all going through battles. We're all going through struggles. And Mrs. Shaytree said that's her little brother. And I would have so much weight on my heart if I had to come in today and say that he didn't have anyone else to reach out to So that's what I have to say about that. But the whole show is not going to be a little downer. I'm going to be bringing up our guest for the panel. We have coming up as a special guest, we have Chris from Shade Tree America.
Hey, everybody.
We have Mr. P. Elf. And he is, well, he's been drinking all weekend and stumbled into the studio. His name is the Drinking Veteran or Groaning Veteran.
What's up, everybody?
Something like that.
What
So
flavor
how's
is
everybody
it?
doing today?
I can't tell.
It's
Well,
stuff.
I was doing all right until you posted that story, and then I hopped on. I hadn't been on Facebook all day,
Oh,
and then so I hopped on now. I'm like, whoa, hold up.
yeah, that was pretty heavy to wake up to this morning. Chris, do you want to make any comments on that?
Not a whole lot. I know some of some of the stuff. Unfortunately, I'm in the dark when it comes to Facebook. So I get everything from the missus, and I'm just happy that she was able to, be the person, that be direct into the, trying to help out everything. And that's what the group's all about. I'm just blessed that we have a group of people that, the YouTube community itself is one thing, but being able to have a group of people to help out other people that are not in the YouTube community, that's probably the most blessed thing that we have.
Well, and I want to thank you because you are the one that deserves all the credit for that. Because after reading the manuscript that I sent you, you were the one that said you need to write or you need to have a group to be an accompaniment to that book. So if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't have
it
happened.
was just a suggestion. You're the one that's really took everything by the horns and spearheaded. It was a suggestion I threw out there, but Jason, that was you, I think, being able to take and make that something more than just a spitball idea into a reality.
And I also want to thank Chris for sporting the Lifting Horizons tour shirt. That's going to be for the charity tour next year down in Florida. And you can go to jjsliftedhorizons.spreadshirt.com and you can pick up your shirt or hat or mug or whatever you want. And all the proceeds for that shirt and those items itself are going to help fund the fund that we're going to have down in Florida next year.
One suggestion is if you buy yourself one, buy your spouse one, because that's a good justification to get yourself something.
That's a very good point. And this week actually, I'm kind of out of sync because usually I do my whole spiel, and I almost forgot to thank our unofficial sponsor.
The unofficial sponsor.
No, we cannot forget the unofficial sponsor of this wonderful, tasty, beautiful. It's the one and only Johnson Juice.
I've got the cocktail sauce and the Johnson Juice mixed in. So what I'm going to do is just swallow drizzle, swallow swizzle, a little bit of that on there. Now we're going to talk about these tuna chunks, tuna kebab. There's one small piece. Tuna kebabs with Johnson Juice and cocktail sauce. It's not bad. It's really good. Talk about good improv. Thank you, Johnson Juice. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Great organization.
Nothing tastes better, all thanks to you.
Thank you, Johnson Juice. I don't really know what you're doing with that bottle there, Dan.
Hey, don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell.
Chris, your wife would like to know if you bought her a shirt.
Yeah, she wore it the other day with me. We wore ours together. I think it was last Thursday.
Oh, okay. So maybe she needs another one.
I don't know. I heard there's some new merch, maybe. I kind of think we might want to swing into something like that, though.
Well, we're going to be getting into that, but first we are going to get into our whiskey sour diesel.
I know it tastes funny.
And that was, yeah, I mean, it's really bad. But Dan will still drink it all the way down to the bottom. Blinker Flu of the Week.
Welcome to the Low Search series on YouTube. Just
It's Blinker Flu of the Week.
that way you won't be disappointed.
Oh, you're not going to be disappointed this week, folks.
Oh, no.
We have red light
Dan has overdone himself.
crazy drivers. Every now and then we even have crashes. So buckle up. It's gonna be
Oh, yeah, you're going to want to buckle up for this one. And just remember your numbers,
of the week.
because you're going to get a chance to vote in the chat. And here's number one,
Yeah,
starting it off right.
In the mountain.
In the mountains, passing in the double yellow line.
And almost a head on.
Almost. And here's number two. Just remember your favorite numbers, folks. And then you can put them in the chat, and then Dan's going to tally them up for us. This looks like a regular intersection over there in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah.
It's a regular, ordinary day.
Intersection needs to be murder, death, kill.
Oh! Oh, snap! Someone got an owie.
Somebody didn't get the memo that you stopped at red light.
Paul, you had a comment?
It didn't even look like he was stopping.
He doesn't, does it?
Like it doesn't look like he hit the brakes. Like there's nothing there.
Like, not at all.
No.
That
not at all.
intersection's almost as powerful, or what is prevalent as that 11'6" bridge or something that's got its own YouTube channel.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do this a little bit in let's slow it down just a hair a bit. Let's try that. We're just gonna slow it down. You see the impact of that?
Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean,
I don't think
that.
he down.
No, he wasn't slowing down at all.
Do we know if
Wow.
everybody's okay in that accident?
As far as I know, yes, but I wasn't involved. Like, I wasn't driving the truck. It was another one of our drivers, and he just told me, "Hey, I seen this accident," and I was like, I went to my dispatch, and I was like, "Hey, I need this time frame,"
I need this for Blinker Flu of the Week.
and they gave it to me.
That was, thank you very much for your work, for allowing us to have this footage.
Yes.
But I don't want anybody to think that I'm swaying the audience. Gary, call your office. Here's number 3.
So this one.
Now you
here
have
is
to
what-
look on the right.
Yeah, pay attention to the red car on the right there. Bam.
He almost took out the middle barrier there.
Almost.
Here's number 4. Hey, Dan, why were you holding up that truck?
I don't know. I guess I was just being a prick.
You were probably drinking your blinker fluid.
I don't drink blinker fluid in hell. There we go. That was a tongue twister.
That it? Yeah, it was.
Ah, the red light goes.
Yes, sir. Now here's number 6. Now this one's interesting because I don't know what this guy's thinking here.
So right here, he's blocking the right lane. The right lane is the complete on-ramp to the 201 eastbound freeway.
And I think you're supposed to wait until the intersection clears if you're going to make a right on a red light.
Yeah.
Don't you?
You're supposed to.
That's just a suggestion.
Not
Oh,
in
okay.
Utah. That's like standard practice to not wait until it's clear.
Brian, I welcome Brian to the show, and I'm sorry you're missing this because this is absolute carnage.
So I left this part in here just so that you could see the right lane goes directly to a on-ramp. Another reason why I call this the most dangerous intersection in Utah.
And it definitely is. And you may think that this is the end, but it is not. Even though this guy is texting and walking.
We got some bonus footage.
We got 2 in bonus. So here's number 7. This one's from, as Gary calls them, C-section.
Wide open spaces. Figured I'd send this to Jason for the show. And there's some trucks there with pull-throughs. And then we got this guy.
Super Ego.
All
Hey.
of this.
He's trying to stay away from everybody.
Just figure with
He
a
couldn't even pull it forward straight.
I don't blame him.
You'd be able to back into parking spaces.
I mean, you have to park next to those reefer guys.
And here's number 8. And here comes Paul.
Dude, place to go. People to see.
So that is our blinker flu of the week. You can vote now. Vote number 1 through 8. And Dan is going to tally up the votes, and we'll let you know at the end of the show exactly who is going to be our winner for blinker flu of the week today. And we've already got 1 vote from Scott for number 2, but we've got Brian on the phone from Cheesehead Media. Brian, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. Is everybody here, Brian? All right.
Yeah, I can hear him.
All right. Good. Just making sure that I've got my audio levels good because I didn't test it before we went live. So Brian has been traveling through the state of Iowa, and he's been doing it not only for a little bit of a vacation for him, but he's been doing it as to help out the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. And so, Brian, why don't you take it away and kind of tell us what your thinking was on that?
Well, every year I know you do something where you have some are similar, Jason. So I can't remember what it is. You always make a donation per. Like, if I'm taking a week off and aimlessly wandering around Iowa, I'll do the same thing. So I think it's 5 miles on my vacation, and where that comes out to be, we'll the money I'm giving to the Lee and Betty Foundation. The interesting thing about it, 100% in an electric vehicle this year.
And
the infrastructure is.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jason.
I was just going to say that had to make the trip interesting.
It did. For the most part, every place I wanted to, there was a place to stop and charge. The only place where things got a little interesting for me was up in the Mason City Clear Lake area. Supposed to be a pilot with an EV Go station online this month. Somehow that still hasn't happened yet. I called up there right before I left. It's going to be up on Friday. It didn't really happen. There was a Ford dealership and had not a fast charger, but one that did have a DC fast charger. I used that throughout the week or for 3 nights, so worked out. Everyone thinks that there is not a charge in every corner like a normal gas station. The infrastructure is out there, and for things, and if I could do it in central Iowa, where they're literally aside from cornfields and very specific reasons to be up there, the Iowa Traction Railroad. If I could do it, I think anyone. I'm really, really optimistic about this. It's not for everyone. I'll say that. There's a thinking pattern, a mindset that we have to change as who decide to go down that route. But it's definitely an option that I don't think was there a couple of years ago. I definitely proved something to myself there, at least.
Well, and I'm glad that you went out there and you at least tried it. And I want to say welcome to Explore with Drew. Thank you very much for coming in. The one thing that you have to realize is, like Brian was saying, is when you're going and you're traveling with an electric vehicle, you really have to put some more thinking into your travel. And I'm guessing that the car does some of the thinking for you, but you do have to still plan your trips accordingly so that you're not running into a situation where you're getting to a charger with little to no charge left.
That's exactly it. It's the like letting my internal combustion engine car below a quarter tank, just in case. I kind of use the same the battery, never you let it go beneath below maybe a 20% charge. I'll let that go a little bit farther. But then you have things like when I stopped and I was looking for hotels. The booking app I use has a filter where you can say, is there destination charging available? And I stay at did. So I pulled in there with about 4% battery. But once I checked in, I told them that I asked them about it. They said it's perfect. I added that to my room key. The charging was free. I had to activate the charger with my room key, so just not anyone can pull up to it. I walked out to my car as I was getting my luggage, activated the charger, and when I woke up, I had a, lack of a better term, a full tank of gas for another 300 miles. So instead of having to pull the station in the morning before I started doing anything, I was. So that was that's part of the mindset that you have to play with. Another time when I was in Cedar Rapids, Waterloo, not Cedar Rapids, Waterloo. I knew I needed to go and pick up a couple items inside a grocery store. Happened to be a Hy-Vee there, a Tesla supercharger network station. Did my shopping that I needed to do for the week. By the time I was done, it was full. So it was, it's that kind of mindset that you have to change. Instead of just pulling into like a Quick Trip, Quick Star, you and soon to be gone, but I did get a chance to finally visit a company. It's a mindset difference.
No, while you've been talking, I've been going and I've been showing your pictures that you sent me. I wasn't able to get the ones that you were sending as I was going live because apparently an HEIC photo isn't acceptable to StreamYard. But the pictures that you did send are absolutely fantastic. You want to talk a little bit? The one that it's like a cemetery. It looks like where you've got the flags around the one headstone. Is that the Captain Kirk monument, or is that something else?
No, there's two of those. One was in Wisconsin. The other one was in Apple River, Wisconsin. These are just two little small towns, and those they're memorials to the soldiers that served in the. Both of them actually had stones marking the. So from the Civil War up through today, the area residents that have given up. So that was important to me that when I did pass one of those, that I'd stop and take a photo of it. Unfortunately, 9% of my photos are on my DSLR. I didn't really take that many with my phone. I'm glad you think that they're okay. But that's probably my only regret is I should have taken more with my phone so I could share them a little bit faster.
The other ones that we have here, this one is a statue of Captain Kirk, and then you also have a picture of the USS Riverside, which is basically a replica of the original Enterprise. You want to tell us where that was at?
So River, for those of you who are Trekkies, Star Trek fans, Riverside, Iowa is where Captain Kirk will be born in 200 years. I think it's 2238. It's a small town, maybe 6 blocks by about 4. But this is their claim to fame, and they just go all out with it. So they have a statue in City Park for it, and the street they have a museum. That's a trailer that they pull in the parade and to promote, Trek Fest that they hold. And then if you see behind it, the building that's even got a barn quilt with a Federation starship on it. So that was that's just the little things that I wanted to do as I drove out there, is find these little. And I'm saying, one of them that I know you did, you're probably not going to be able to show, Jason, is when I was in the Clear Lake Mason City area, the crash site of Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. The day the music died. I mean, we're talking about 3 pioneers. It's not necessarily my style, but because I'm more of a metalhead. But I know that without these 3 men and their contribution to music, my style of music would never have been invented. So that's kind of what I did on my trip, was just find all these unique little places in Iowa and just wanted to explore.
Now, you've got 3 pictures that you sent me. One is a train car that it says the Milwaukee Railroad, and then you've got pictures of Iowa Tractor number 50. It's kind of a smaller engine. You want to talk about that?
Sure. So there's a passenger car that's in a passenger barn. It's the Chicago North Shore in Milwaukee. Not in their original colors. It's actually in the colors of the Iowa Traction, but they're paying homage to the history of where this car came from. That hasn't been running since 2018, but one of my main focus of this trip was the Iowa Traction Railroad. It is the last of the electric interurbans that is still running. freight traffic. The only really other traction line that's still in place would be Shore. Their freight service is all dieselized right now, and the passenger service is being run, which is underwater yet. It's being run by NHTSA, the Northern Indiana Transit Society system. I screwed that up, but anyhow, the Iowa Traction is that little orange motor that you see with the trolley pull up. That's 100 years old, and they have 4 of them. And that's what they use to serve their customers with. As you can see, it is smaller than a modern tank car. If it gets more than probably 6 loaded freight cars behind it, they start struggling on the hills. It just wasn't designed for that type of service. But the way that the railroad operates, they really never need to pull more than. On flat level ground, it pulls pretty good, but up the hills, they'll actually put 2 motors together, or they'll have one in each end and do a pushing service. But they just kind of stage these engines around the railroad. I mean, it's about 6 miles maybe from where they're long, and they'll. They have one sitting at the ethanol plant, switching all stuff, and they'll have another one over by the junction with Union Pacific to do work, and then they'll have this one is over by a bean plant, and they'll do the work and they'll run to the next location, and they might have 2 of these things running at the time, and they're not running big long freight trains. They're just doing switching operations for their customers. So. They don't need stuff big and powerful, but it's effective. It's it's 100-year-old technology. So who knows how much longer that those will be around. I'm hoping for a long time. In fact, talking to the crews, they're hoping that they're around for a long time. They really enjoy it, but if they want to go in the other direction, they literally stop. They put down one trolley pole and they put up the other. It's very basic railroading, but it works. And that was one of the other main reasons I went out to Iowa, was wanted to capture these guys while they're still running underneath wires.
Well, and that's that's a part of history that's going to be nice that you've actually got to go down there and see. It looks like some of your traveling, you even encountered some roads that you probably wouldn't normally go down. It says caution, max or minimum maintenance road, enter at your own risk. How did you feel going down those roads, Brian?
Before or after it rained? And actually, I felt pretty. I felt pretty good. They're gravel. A couple of them are just really no more than a cow path. When it rains, it's not something I would recommend, even in a 4x4 of some sort. But in order to hit where I wanted to go and photograph what I wanted to photograph, you have to do what you have to do, and the car performed flawlessly on it. Started traveling down one road, and it was, the gravel wasn't there. It was just 2 lanes and mud, and even with all-wheel drive, I just felt it sliding around. I'm like, this isn't going to end well, so I backed out real fast. But otherwise, it wasn't bad. I should have gotten a sign of another one. It says a minimum maintenance. It says Class B service road, enter at your own risk, and it was. I think it was even lower on the maintenance scale than this one that you're showing right now.
And then it looks like the last few pictures that I have here, it looks like you were eating pretty good down there, except the last one that I'm showing here. Looks like you stopped at a very old McDonald's there somewhere, over 99 billion sold.
Yes, that was right in Mason City. The McDonald's that sign is now in back of is a new building. It was on the corner of US 65 and I believe it was 218. Excuse me. And there's only about 15 of that style McDonald's signs left in existence. And the owner of the franchise, along with the city, paid to have it moved to the new building. So that's kind of sitting there in the background. They're in the process now of getting it rewired for lighting. Don't know if they're going to do it with the original fluorescent lighting on the one side, or if they're going to do like an LED replacement of it. But they are actually working on getting that sign to light up. So that was, you don't see things like that when you travel the interstate, and that's primarily what I did. I mean, I got across the Mississippi River and found the nearest exit and just started taking state and U.S. highways as much as I could from town to town, just to kind of see the non-billboarded version of the state. And I'm so glad I did. I think we're, to me, a vacation like this is not necessarily the destination, but it's a journey there. And you get to see things like that McDonald's sign that you would never otherwise see, which is probably why my trip has got so many miles on it, because I happen to go back and forth and up and down roads and just enjoyed myself.
Absolutely. And I'm going to be meeting with Brian, Jenny, and Steve tomorrow down there in Johnson Creek, Wisconsin. We're all going to be meeting up for the first, well, I haven't met Brian in person yet, but I've met Jenny and Steve in person, and we're all going to get together tomorrow and just kind of get together and have some dinner before my interview Tuesday morning. So, Brian, I appreciate you sharing your story with us. I appreciate the fact that you were able to come on the phone, even though, I'm looking forward to having you back on the live stream again in September. But you were, as you said, you were going to do like I'm going to be doing later on in August, and did the 10 cents per mile for every mile that you drove. And let's do the drum roll for how much did Brian drive? That would be 1,297 miles. So Brian is going to donate, he said, $130 to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. Brian, I really can't thank you enough. I appreciate the fact that you took all the pictures and that you were willing to go the extra mile. And I would challenge anybody out there that wants to match Brian's donation, even part of it. He's donating $130 to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. Any guys have any other questions for Brian?
I just want to say, Brian, that's awesome. But you know what? You could be having some chicken tonight, and you could have been spending a little bit more money for the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Fund had you come to Utah. Just saying.
Yeah, I hear you. It's getting
I got
back
some
to
chicken on the
Utah is
treasure.
definitely on my to-do list. Chicken. Chicken. I don't know, man. That pork chop was absolutely phenomenal. So,
Hey, Brian, I think you would love my outfit right now.
what is it?
Well, so I had to buy a new car. And so I have a half and half, you could say. So I can plug my car in.
Oh, hybrid.
He's a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah. See?
What you end up getting?
Ford Escape.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
You just wanted
there's
something to be
definitely-
like your C-Max, just without the posi traction.
No. As far as I can tell, this thing has the same thing. It's the same motor. It's actually a bigger, it's got more power, and actually crazy enough, so far with my Ubering, I'm getting about 40 miles of the gallon with this thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chris, do you have any questions
Yeah,
for Brian?
Whenever that you're charging, Brian, are you like flying your drone and stuff as well in that area as like a time, something to take up the time as well?
I probably could have at a couple of places. It never really occurred to me because if I'm doing DC, especially on the Tesla supercharger network, I'll pull in, like I charge it. They had, one of the come and goes had a bank of Tesla superchargers. I literally pulled in, plugged in, walked in, used the bathroom, grabbed a soda, checked out, walked out to my car, and I want to say I was ready to be on the road in 5 minutes. So it was maybe a 15, maybe a 20-minute charging session at the most. It's getting to the point where it's the same as filling up with gas. At the one Ford dealership that I had to use in Mason City, that because it was a slower charger, it was only 50 kilowatts output. I very well could have put the drone up and flown it had I planned on that. But it was also like 10:30 at night, and I was out in the sun all day. So it was like, hey, just give myself a full charge before I go back to the hotel. So I don't know if I was even really in a headspace to do it. At that point, I was just checking email and telling everyone that was following my trip that I was still alive and what I was up to for the day and that sort of thing.
Well, Brian, I want to thank you for checking in and sharing your trip with us. I thank you for the donation to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. And if you would like, you can stick around and listen, or you can jump off if you need to as well. But I just want to say a huge thank you to you for all that you did for the charity and for JJ's Lifted Horizons. So thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm going to have to jump off because I got home, did a little bit of unpacking. I'm in the process of building a shed in my backyard. So that was like most of my day today because the gravel and stuff forth got delivered while I was gone. And now it's a matter, of course, of just finishing unpacking and joy, oh joy, get ready to go back to work tomorrow. So I appreciate you letting me call in here, Jason, and we'll hopefully I'll be able to live stream in here pretty soon.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you reminded me of this right now because I completely forgot.
Well, I'm glad I reminded you then because I would be very, very upset. Well, at least Jenny and Steve would have, remembered.
Yeah. So we're meeting what, Johnson Creek?
Yes.
Okay. I will. We'll be in touch tomorrow.
All right.
And we'll figure something out.
Sounds good, sir. Thank you, Brian.
Yep. Bye.
Right. How's that, guys? That was amazing. Thank you again for Brian from Cheesehead Media. Go check him out. Cheesehead Media here on YouTube. We're going to kind of switch gears a little bit, but not really too much because you guys have been asking for it and I have been holding off for the longest time. Chris, this is your bread and butter. This is what you've been waiting for this entire show. We have the Johnson Juice official merchandise here on JJ's liftedhorizons.myspreadshop.com. You can come on here and you can get t-shirts, you can get hoodies, you can get hats. If you have a baby and you want to get a onesie, you can get a Johnson Juice onesie. You got coffee cups, aprons, tote bags.
I expect TJ to model that onesie.
Well, yeah. There's sports bottles. You name it. There's buttons. There's stickers. All of the Johnson Juice merchandise that you could ask for, all of the profits from selling the Johnson Juice merchandise is going directly to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. This is not going to the trip next year. So I showed the items to my dad earlier today, and he absolutely loves the stuff. So definitely check it out. It's jjsliftedhorizons.myspreadshop.com. Check it out because this stuff is going to be around for a while, but these next items are only going to be around for a month. This product launched today, and it's going to be going until September 10th. And it is the We Chicken campaign. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the We Chicken campaign. I was driving through Fresno, and I was making a delivery out there in Fresno, and I come to a stoplight, and there's a Subway right on the corner. And when I looked at that Subway, they had a sandwich board outside of the sandwich shop. And the only two words on it that said, "We Catering." I was like, you're missing a few words in there. But then I got to thinking, I got my thinking cap on, and that's actually some marketing genius. And I think that Breakbush should really, take and embrace that. And so I'm going to go ahead and start off by doing the We Chicken campaign. You've got these shirts here of the We Chicken. It's We Chicken, hashtag We Chicken, hashtag Breakbush Uncaged, hashtag 1 mile at a time. And then we also have the We Chicken So Hard It Hurts t-shirts. So you can get any of these items on the Spreadshirt shop for the next month. Now, here is where you guys come in. We are going to have a contest, and the contest is going to be for a $50 gift certificate to Amazon. And all you have to do is buy 1 item, 2 items, 3 items, whatever you want to do. Go on to jjsliftedhorizons.myspreadshop.com, purchase an item, and then take pictures. And you email me, Jason at jjdrones360.com, and you send in your pictures with hashtag We Chicken in the picture, and whatever one that I find to be the most humorous, to the most creative, you're going to end up getting a $50 gift certificate electronically through Amazon. And I'm opening this up to Canadian residents as well. So anyone 18 or over in the U.S. and Canada can participate in this. And I want to see at minimum 10 people participate. So if we get 10 people participating in it, it's on. And I'm going to be able to tell if we're going to get the 10 participants just by virtue of the sales. Now, when we do our live auction on October 12th, that is when the winner is going to be announced. So you need to be there. Excuse me. You need to be there for the live auction on October 12th because you have to be present to win. So if I pick your photo and you don't show up for the live auction and I announce that you're the winner, then we'll go on to the next best. But you can go on and you can check and see. You can buy stickers, you can buy mugs, you can buy pins, buttons, whatever. It doesn't matter what you buy, but you have to take a picture and you have to do a hashtag We Chicken. And this is going to get everybody to participate in this. And like I said, after September 10th, these shirts, all these items will be taken off the website. This is a 1 month thing. You have 1 month to get your items. So go to jjsliftedhorizons.myspreadshop.com. That's jjsliftedhorizons.myspreadshop.com. The link is in the pinned comment in the chat. And if you need it, it's right there. So you can go there and you can buy as much or as little of the merchandise as you want. You can submit as many things, as many pictures as you want, but it's not going to necessarily increase your odds of winning. It's just you're continually putting in pictures, and then email me, Jason at jjdrones360.com with your photos. And then, like I said, on the October 10th, I'm stopping accepting any sort of submissions. And then October 12th, I'm going to name the winner, and you're going to get a $50 Amazon gift card courtesy of JJ's Lifted Horizons. And all of the proceeds from all of the t-shirt sales or whatever you buy is going to the JJ's or the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. That's not going to the trip either. The only thing that's going through the trip are the shirts that, or the items that have the logo that Chris is wearing right now. So, what do you all think about that?
Well, everybody, make sure you buy as much as you can. Enter. But I already have the winning idea in my head. I mean, I already know what I'm going to. Trust me, I have the winning idea in my head. If the last few Secret Santa, I'm not telling you.
What?
The last few Secret Santas can prove one thing. When I get something in my head and I got an idea, this popped in as soon as the thing was said. Buy, challenge me because I have the winning idea in my head.
So there is a challenge from Chris. He thinks he has the winning idea, and we need at least 9 other people to sign up. So this one's going to be, like I said, this is going to be for you.
Chris, I'd love to help you.
I don't need help on this one. This one is going to be pretty easy to do.
And this is open, like I said, to our Canadian viewers as well. So U.S. and Canadian viewers, you are eligible to compete in this. You just have to be 18 or older, and then be able to show up for October 12th to the live stream, where we're going to be auctioning off a quilt. We're going to be auctioning off a drone. I'm still looking for items that people want to donate for the auction. So you can also email me that.
I need to get in touch with you on that one, Jason. There's something we talked about a while back that we need to talk about with that item for auction.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, we'll get together on that. But if anybody else wants to help donate items for our auction on October 12th, again, email me, Jason at jjdrones360.com, and we will accept as many items as we can get for that day, because that is the one day of the year that we really make the most money for the charity. And 100% of the money that is raised from that day goes exactly to what I say it is, to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity to help Reese across America. Paul, what is your thought of this We Chicken campaign?
No, I like it, man. I like it. We Chicken. That's good. Simple. See, you don't need to overthink things. See?
And I would ask anybody that is watching this now, anybody that's watching in the replay, just do hashtag We Chicken in the comments section. Don't put anything else. Just put hashtag We Chicken. Because anybody that comes and tries to watch the live stream on replay and they see that in the comment section, they're going to be like, what in the world is hashtag We Chicken all about? And so they're going to watch the live stream. They're going to try and figure out what the heck they're talking about. So go ahead and comment, put hashtag We Chicken in the comment section down below, and have some fun. It's kind of trolling people. It's kind of not, but it's kind of having some fun, and have some fun with this. I want to see some really fun and creative ways that you guys can use the merchandise. And I want you all to go out there and try and beat Chris at his idea. And trust me, he was, what are you, 2 years in a row Secret Santa winner?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The 2 years we did it, I was the winner on both.
So 2 years running, he was a Secret Santa winner. So somebody needs to knock off the king. But we're reaching the end of our hour, so we're gonna start off with Dan and work our way around. Oh wait, Dan, do you have our winner for Blinker Flu of the Week? I almost forgot.
Yes. I do.
Our winner for this week's Blinker Flu of the Week, the very bad tasting alcoholic drink that Dan's already drank, is.
Do we have a spot for number 2?
Shocking.
I'll be back.
That was shocking. So, Dan, you want to give your final words?
Get out and go do something for you this weekend, or well, this week. That's what me and Betty did this weekend. We went up and we took the side by side for a ride. No drones, no nothing. Just went up for a ride. Took the camera, got some pictures. That's it. But do something for you.
Like do a hashtag We Chicken thing?
Yeah, do a hashtag We Chicken.
Oh, hang on. All right. Go ahead, Paul.
Now he's muted.
You're muted.
There you go. That's better. There.
There you go.
I would plug it in, but you know, what's the point? I just put in gas and I go, and I do it in under 5 minutes. Now, I know he's not charging his car under 5 minutes. So just got to say that. Hey, it's great jewelry. Look at this. It's like fancy. You know, you got a plug here and a plug here and a inverter thing here. And look at this fancy Ford logo. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Look at that.
Just fill it up, baby.
There you go. Hey, Gator Jake. Hey, Ted. If you are definitely come back and watch at least the last couple, last 20 minutes of the live stream, and you're going to get to figure out what the hashtag We Chicken is all about, Gator Jake and Ted. And then Chris.
So I'm going to kind of, I don't want to end on a low note, but, I want to spin it back to the beginning of the show. If anybody can talk about stresses and issues, it's Jason. And I don't want to say that I'm going to, I went through the same stuff, but recently I've had extra stuff dropped onto our family. And I always feel this, and I say this, no matter how much stuff is going on, the Lord's not going to put on more than what you can bear. One day at a time, 1 mile at a time, just like the book, just like the saying. And I don't want to leave this on a low note, but so I'm going to bring up the We Chicken. I have a great idea, but I want everybody to participate. This is something, it's not to dethrone me or beat me. This is something to raise money for a charity that honors our veterans, and just keep that in mind, even though I'm going to win.
Very nicely done, Chris. So, and I just want to remind everybody that, thank you for bringing it back to that, Chris, that if you are in crisis and you are looking for help, use that line, call or text it, 988, or text HOME to 741-741. And if you are not part of the 1 mile at a time community over there on Facebook, go over and join. I mean, we're always looking for more people because there's always a need, and it says there's only 5 members there. I did a screenshot of that long before today, and there's about 40 members in there right now. And let me tell you, I just want to say that if it wasn't for Becky and Gary being there last night, I don't know what would have happened to the gentleman that was out there looking for help. but we had people there that were looking, that were paying attention. And then when I got up this morning, I was able to actually post for him myself. And I honestly am thankful to everybody that has helped out. And Gator Jake, that's awesome. Cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Very, very, very great verse. Thank you for sharing that, Gator Jake. I do appreciate that. And Gail, thank you so much for coming in. It's going to be a lot of fun doing this We Chicken campaign. Again, you have from now until September 10th to get your merchandise. And then you have until October 10th to take pictures with the hashtag WeChicken, email them to me, jason@jjdrones360.com. And whoever I choose the winner to be on October 12th during our auction live stream, you're going to get a $50 gift certificate open to 18 years or older in the U.S. and Canada. So just go out there, use your thinking caps, try and dethrone the king, Mr. Shade Tree America, and have some fun and do it for you. Just like Dan was saying, go out there, have some fun, do it for you, because every time Dan and I get together, even though I break something all the time, we still have fun.
Where you find a tree?
Yes. So I appreciate everybody being here tonight. It was a lot of fun catching up with Brian. Again, I want to thank Brian from Cheesehead Media for taking that vacation and donating his mileage at 10 cents a mile to donate $130 to the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. Just remember, folks, we are all out here just trying to raise money for charity and to be a good human being to other human beings. And that's why 1 Mile at a Time was written. And that's why the 1 Mile at a Time group exists over on Facebook. So go check that out and be a part of the group and be a part of helping others in their time of need, because that is what it is all about. Thank you very much, Scott. I appreciate it. And thank everybody for being on tonight. And remember, every road leads to a new story. You all keep writing yours. We'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you all for coming. God bless. Have a good night. Bye.